And welcome back, everyone, to part three of What If Naruto Could Copy Kekkei Genkai. Last time on Naruto What If, I went ham in the last video. I went a near hour for that last part. Most of these probably won't be that long. I mean, I might still do like a 40-minute one now and then, but most of them won't be that long. Like I said a while back, I now go to the point in the story where I want to stop. I don't go the 20-30 minutes anymore, like just as mandatory. Whatever the length of the video is, the length of the video is. So real quick, it got brought up in the comments that I kind of got the activation of the Mangekyo wrong. I thought Obito and Kakashi both had 3 Tomoomai in their Sharingans when they activated their Mangekyo. As it turns out, though, no, that actually is not the case. They activated their Mangekyo with only 2 Tomoomai in there. So the question of Naruto activating his is now a little up in the air. Because he has he did have the Sharingan at the time Sasuke died. So that stress should have, in theory, activated his Mangekyo. My thought process on this is such. Similar to how Kakashi did, in fact, activate it, but just didn't have the physical stamina or chakra reserves to make it last, because he passed out immediately. Naruto probably something about maybe either the Fox or his Kekkei Genkai in general, or the fact that it was brand spanking newly acquired, prevented that from happening. Something got suppressed, something got held back. By all accounts, he should have a Mangekyo Sharingan right now. He doesn't, though. You'll notice, though, if you look at the picture, he did gain from part 2 the Byakugan on there. Let's make that bigger for the people to see. See, they're kind of white with a little red in there. Not my best work, but I'll take it. And you'll take it too, regardless if you want to or not. But that's not to say Naruto probably won't access his Mangekyo earlier than I initially intended. This just means that I gotta pick and choose the right moment, which won't be here. That said, however, because of say training with Jiraiya that's about to happen, he may get to his 3 Tomoomai pretty easy. It's fully unlocked Sharingan, if you will. But regardless, we now catch up with Naruto after the fact of the Chunin preliminaries, where Kakashi is going to go train Sasuke. And Naruto does very much want Kakashi to train him. Kakashi says, "Aren't you going to train me? I need to talk to you about training." "Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto. I'm going to be busy this month." "Oh, I know what you're going to do. You're going to train Sasuke, aren't you?" No, Naruto. Sasuke needs training just as much as you do, and I helped you in the land of waves to learn how to use your Sharingan. I owe Sasuke that much as well. And that's an argument Naruto really can't argue against. Because Naruto at this point knows, oh yeah, I can beat Sasuke with my hands behind my back. I'll just create new ice arms and beat someone else with my ice arms. In which would be a jutsu, theoretically. Ice arm jutsu, just making, an extra pair of arms and kind of just go Machamp on their ass. But Naruto just kind of laments and just, fine, I guess that makes sense. I won't, but you owe me for next time, Kakashi-sensei. "Oh, don't worry, Naruto. I found you an even better sensei." "What? Really? Who?" "That would be me." "Like, this guy? This guy can't train me. He's even weaker than I am. And that was before I unlocked my blood." "Oh, I actually saw my sexy jutsu one time, and he just cried. He just fell apart." "Oh, you two know each other. You bring that up again. Don't ever bring that up again. You promise not to bring it up again. I'll buy you lunch, ramen, whatever. You name it." Despite how it looks, he's a special Jonin, a teacher. Honestly, he's a better teacher than I am. Despite how powerful you get and how many jutsu you know, Naruto, the fundamentals are still fundamental, and yours could use work. And Naruto just... Now, Naruto is not as childish here as he is in the original. It's more like a very begrudging acceptance here, so they have a little bit more time to work on stuff. Naruto's at least just going to accept the help regardless, and Ebisu, again, starts with the water walking exercise. But as we kind of established, Naruto kind of has that down already. Unintentionally, but he has that down. As we saw in this fight with Kiba, he more or less learned to walk on water. So his chakra control is good enough to walk on water, is what I'm trying to get at. And so Ebisu is already impressed by this, but he suggests, all right, use your Shadow Clone Jutsu, because I know you got that. But also, practice some of your water jutsu that you know. I'll get some scrolls for later on so we can add to your arsenal a little bit, just so we can see what else you can do. Because Naruto right now has fire, wind, and water on his side. But a snickering pervert catches his eye. Research. Are you spying on the women's bath, old man? I will not allow any irreparable behavior. Oh, please. Keep it down. You want to get us caught, you idiot. And so it's the Galleon Jiraiya. And you just squashed my teacher, you perverted old man. Don't call me a perverted old man. I am a novelist and I need my inspiration. I'm a famous one of that too. I recognize that book. So even the younger generation is caught on. My work must be really popular after all. Which we actually know Jiraiya's kind of loaded. See, he's a very popular author. And Naruto's just like, you're going to have to train me. I have no time to be training some pipsqueak like you, all right? It's like, you. What? And it's like, now beat it. And Naruto's like, yeah, screw that. And all of a sudden, Jiraiya just, what? Was ice? How on earth can he be doing ice? And all of a sudden, Naruto's got his Byakugan activated. And based on the little he watched of the Hyuga, he tries to do a gentle fist. He's like, you're not going anywhere! And Jiraiya quickly just smacks him in the water. Oh, this kid's dead. You, water style, water, surging way, surging way. But the toe suddenly grabs Naruto. What's that? Whoa! Say, all right, kid, you need to calm down right now. Don't make me freeze your tongue off, Toad. Gama just ribbits. The kid's got some talent, but that can't be. Byakugan, ice release? What else? And the Naruto just gets out of the water, pissed off. Is that a Sharingan? Where the hell? No, there's no way. Could he really have unlocked it after all these years? I was like, that's it. You and me right now, old man. Hold on. Yeah, you're Naruto Uzumaki, is that right? Yeah. Wait, how do you know my name? Well, I mean, it's hard to not know someone as famous as you. Famous? Well, infamous is more like it. Your pranks are kind of legendary exploits in this village. But still, I'm interested. You see, I knew a couple Uzumaki back in the day, and it looks like you are one of the only few who ever unlocked your clan's Kekkei Genkai. I could maybe help you out with that. Maybe a little bit. Tell you what. Meet me at this location tomorrow, and yada, yada, yada. So, Jiraiya tells him he can help him with the Kekkei Genkai, but it's actually more of a... See, he can't really help him with the Kekkei Genkai right now. He can't bring people with Kekkei Genkai for him to see and just copy Kekkei Genkai. Now, someone did bring up Yamato. Yamato will play a factor in this later on, before Shippuden, don't worry. But right now, Yamato will not be playing a factor in this. And honestly, Jiraiya's goal still is more helping him learn to control the Fox's chakra. Because honestly, Naruto's got kind of a good grasp on how to use his Kekkei Genkai as it is. And the Kekkei Genkai that he copies. Because it's essentially a Sharingan for Kekkei Genkai. You have a base understanding and then you practice with it, which is what Naruto's been doing. And so he explains to Naruto, well, truth is, there's something else you need to learn, kid. You ever feel like there's another presence inside of you? And he explains the Nine-Tails Fox chakras. Oh yeah, I'm going to teach you a cool jutsu to help you access that power. So he shows him the summoning jutsu, does that, summons, Gama. Naruto tries to summon a toad, fails miserably. Now, Naruto still wants to stress on learning, working on everything he's got, and Jiraiya admits that's probably a good idea. Okay, so here's the idea, kid. Makes a couple clones I'll be able to practicing off in the distance of what you have already. And so Naruto does that, and he's practicing with his elemental releases, which surprisingly, despite the fact that wind is his dominant element, because he's been having so much water, he has far more water jutsu under his belt, I should say, and he has ice. He's actually more proficient right now in water release than he is in wind release. His ice release is also pretty good. Naruto is right now practicing the stuff he has, trying to refine it a bit more. Trying to even maybe create more ice jutsu, because there is no scroll for ice jutsu. So he actually has to think on the fly about the jutsu he wants to make. So I think he could maybe create like, ice column jutsu where he basically just, makes some hand signs, hits the ground with his hands, and then a trail of ice comes up and engulfs someone in the column. Basically like Soreno Shirayuki, Rukia Zanpakuto does. Something similar to that. I think he can do that. Jiraiya does probably hand him a fire scroll and a fire jutsu and a wind jutsu to practice. I would say Great Breakthrough is probably now on the list. He's now working on that. Fire style, he's already got Phoenix Flower. He's got Fireball jutsu. I would say maybe even now he's got the Fire Dragon jutsu that Sasuke used under his belt as well. Or that's what he'll have by the end of the month. Meanwhile, Naruto still struggles with all of his other training with the Fox Chakras going about as well as it did in the original. Should note he's practicing with his Byakugan, practicing with his Sharingan. The Byakugan he's finding a very disorienting, but still relatively manageable. And like I said, during this time period, particularly I think with the Gamabunta thing, that's where he accesses his third Toomai. So he'll have a fully perfected Sharingan by the time this is over. Speaking of which, if the incident with Gamabunta happens, he gets thrown down the ravine. Naruto surprisingly doesn't have any jutsu that are really good for stopping this. Even the Great Breakthrough would just be a temporary boost, or a temporary stopgap, I should say. So ultimately, he does go into his mind. And he confronts the Fox and kind of has a similar conversation he has in the original. The Fox tries to swipe at him. So, yeah, as far as I see it, you owe me rent, you stupid Fox. You've got a mouth, brat, but you're interesting. I'll give you that. So take my chakra. And then Naruto, his eyes flex and it's like, yeah, you don't want to mess with me, believe it. And he sees the Sharingan. And the Fox is aware he has it because of his blood. He's like, those bastard eyes. And a little bit of extra probably goes in there. So he's actually kind of in a Kurama mode by mistake. Whereas in the original, he just had the basic, I access the Fox chakra. Here, he's kind of gone into his more feral state by mistake. So when he summons Bunta, he actually still has some Fox chakra left over. And this makes the interaction with Bunta a little bit more interesting. First off, gotta do the Bunta impression. I'm the great Chief Toad Gamabunta, and you're an idiot! Jiraiya, where are you? There's my Gamabunta. I have to be careful now. I've noticed I've had some, not vocal issues, but some mild throat irritation the last couple of weeks. And I think it's just because I kind of push my voice a little hard when I do these sometimes. Right now, everything's fine, but I gotta just be conscious of that. Anyway, Naruto and then make the agreement that if he can stay on his head for the rest of the day, he'll acknowledge him. Naruto is struggling, but because thanks to his Kekkei Genkai using ice, he kind of freezes himself on Gamabunta. Says like, that's cold, you brat! It burns! And finally it snaps off. Naruto's using clothes. He's using everything. Even using gale pumps to kind of right himself, almost like Iron Man a little bit. Just pwah, pwah, pwah. Eventually he stays on the head, then passes out and wakes up in the hospital. So Naruto confronting Gaara along with Shikamaru. That is very interesting. Now, again, real quick. Gaara's sand. I've seen a lot of people kind of give their own takes a little bit. Most people seem to agree that the sand itself is not the magnet release. He has magnet release and can use magnet release, but that's not the magnet release. That's his something from Shikaku and his mother's, chakra imparted into the sand. But I've heard other people say, no, it is part of magnet release. Look, I'm treating it like it's not for this, okay? That's not to say he won't copy magnet release down the line. That's just saying that's not what this is. Still, he confronts Gaara, and, you knew. I remember you. And so Naruto's like, yeah, I know all about it because I have a real monster. I mean, you have one too? I have one as well. It's like, what? That's right, they made me one, so my father tried to kill me. And Naruto's like, he's just like me. But then he quickly toughens up and just looks at him and says, I don't care what your backstory was. I'm not going to let you hurt my friend. Now, you got one chance here, buddy. And he activates his Sharingan, or whatever the sound is. You back off. And he's even got some ice ready, and Gaara's got, yes, you really want to go do this, Naruto Uzumaki? Good, because so do I. I've been interested in you since the first time we met. I love you. What? Sorry, wrong thing to say. And now someone's going to... someone goes through my videos when they watch it, and they kind of put timestamps of the moments they like in the video. They're going to timestamp that, I know it. You're the only one for me, Naruto. But no, you're the only... Yes, you and that Uchiha brat. You are the ones that will truly... but not approve. Validate my existence. And then finally, Guy steps in. He's like, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'll kill you all. And he just walks out. And so Naruto is busy, recovering. Kind of just wondering, can I beat Neji? Even as skilled as I am, I've heard just how skilled Neji is. Can I beat him? Despite all of his abilities, can I beat him? Can I kick it? Can I beat him? Hinata comes in, and she thanks Naruto for kind of avenging him, but he doesn't have to pretend to be tough with her. She knows that he's struggling because she's watched him enough from afar to get an idea of his behaviors and his personality and kind of how his mood is reflected a little bit. But she also says you're always a proud failure, and so you never gave up, and that's what drove you to get as strong as you are today, and that's what drives me to get strong. You're an inspiration. She's blushing because she said that much, and Naruto smiles like, thanks, I never really I kind of thought you were weird and a little shy and quiet. And she's like, oh, but you know what? I kind of like people like you. And it's like, he likes people like me? And so the day comes, and Neji and Naruto square off. So should be very clear about the rest of the fights about to happen. They'll go down exactly the same. Every one of these fights is going to go down exactly the same. Kankuro is going to forfeit. Shikamaru and Tamari's fight will be very interesting to watch. Everyone will be like, ooh, ah. And Sasuke and Gaara's fight will end with Sasuke, piercing Gaara's stand shield and causing Shikaku to rampage. Meanwhile, Kazekage is interested in both Sasuke because he's got the curse mark on him and Naruto. Now, someone brought up. Now, I say someone brought up, but I need to address something further because I said I would explain the rationale behind this. Why wasn't Naruto the bigger priority once he realized the bloodline that he had? Because you would think the ability to literally copy Kekkei Genkai would be his number one priority. And someone made the argument that he would mess around with Shikaku, with Gaara, one of the guys at the Raikage, to test the curse mark or something out. Let's see how it works on Jinchuriki. No, he would not. Don't get me wrong. He would probably figure out some tests for that, certainly. He might test out samples of Jinchuriki, because he might have some minor tail-based samples somewhere. But his goal, he already had a game plan. He was going to put the curse mark on Sasuke, watch how he, evolved, let's call it, and take Sasuke as well as invade the Leaf. That was his plan. Now, plans can change, and Naruto certainly put a bit of a monkey wrench in there to a degree, and now Naruto is immediately on his next one on his hit list. But at the time in the forest, Sasuke was his initial goal. Then Naruto showed up, and he's like, another Sharingan? Impossible, but Sasuke's my main target. He's clearly not an Uchiha, so how does he have it? It's like, then he realized what Naruto had, and he's like, oh, I need to make a choice right now. I could go after Naruto, but Sasuke, I've already got an in on Sasuke. He's already terrified of me. Naruto's not terrified of me. Naruto's also pushing me a little bit. He's actually injuring me a little bit. And Sasuke's just, I think, going to be the easier one to put the curse mark on at this time. Not to mention the fact that Naruto could actually stop the curse mark from happening. And Orochimaru was smart enough to realize between the Fox Chakra, because I don't know how that's going to interact, and the fact he's got ice release. So if I get too close to him, he could freeze my neck. Like, he could literally just take my head off with a thing of ice. And that's not good. So he wants Naruto now. He definitely wants Naruto. And to be fair, I mean, the only reason he probably doesn't consider becoming a Jinchuriki is A, his body probably wouldn't survive the process, and B, his body probably wouldn't be strong enough to handle the tail beast to begin with. But if he takes a body like, say, someone with a Jinchuriki, does he still have control over the tail beast, or is he unable to control the tail? I would imagine because it's still in the same body, but it's a different mindscape, and he's got a stronger will than some of the other Jinchuriki. Yeah, he should be able to control it. Why he never wanted to become a Jinchuriki is probably never going to be brought up. I mean, there's there's definitely reasons I'm certain he didn't really care about becoming one. At least not right away. Maybe down the line, when like the Jinchuriki passed away and the tail beast got released or whatever, or resealed, maybe then he would have considered becoming a Jinchuriki and learning those techniques that Jinchuriki would know, because the Jinchuriki have their own jutsu. And that was his goal. But as it stands, no. But still, he's keeping a very heated eye on Naruto. Like, yes, show me what you can learn, Naruto. I'm very interested indeed. But in the guise of the Kazekage, he's like, I'm interested to hear. I've heard rumors coming out of your village. There's a boy with the legendary Uzumaki bloodline. Would this be him, Sarutobi? It's like, yes. Seems word travels fast after the exam. Yes, Naruto is the only known Uzumaki in the last couple of generations to be able to use the technique. So tell me, how many bloodlines does he have under his belt? Well, I'm sure he'll show you, Lord Kazekage. You seem to be having a particular interest in Naruto. And, he's trying to come up. He's wondering, why are you being so suspicious, bruh? But Orochimaru very accurately says, wouldn't anyone be interested in an individual who could copy any Kekkei Genkai he saw? I would say that is someone to take quite an interest in Sarutobi. And Sarutobi does not have a counter to that. He's like, that's fair. And so Naruto and Neji say, fate is destined me to win. Do you have any words before we begin, Naruto? And Naruto just, puts up the hand, closes his eyes, I'm going to win. And then activates his Byakugan. And Neji is looking on like, I see. So you're going to insult me by using a fake imitation of our jutsu? To which Naruto gets in a stance. And Neji's a little like, who said it's a fake imitation? I'm able to copy other people's Kekkei Genkais, Neji. That means they're just as real and potent as yours, so long as I practice with them. Care to see how much I've been practicing with mine? Someone said Naruto could copy Gentle Fist. He could copy the motions of Gentle Fist, but Gentle Fist is about channeling chakra into your hands and palms, and then strike it, basically releasing it into your opponent's body for chakra points and destroying or blocking him off. And the Sharingan can't copy that. To the best of my knowledge, Sharingan can't copy that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it could, like with Lee's Strong Fist style, you can copy that because that's just motion. The Gentle Fist, you can copy the motion, but you can't just copy the ability to release chakra from your hands. That's not something you can do. That's something you have to train with to practice that, because it'd be the same kind of excuse that you could copy Tsunade's ability to increase your strength. That's not quite how that works. To copy jutsu, because that's the thing. The Gentle Fist is not a jutsu. It's a taijutsu style. So that's the thing. The Sharingan can copy genjutsu and jutsus, but not taijutsu. That's the thing there. But anyway, so Naruto's kind of squaring off with him. Truth be told, Naruto has a bare knowledge with it. Like, at best, he can kind of force some chakra out of his palm. He would need a lot more practice with it. Neji and him kind of square off, and then they go toe-to-toe. And remember, Naruto is actually a very skilled hand-to-hand fighter, courtesy of going back and forth with Sasuke. Neji's fighting style is just very dangerous in its own right, but the minute Naruto comes in, he actually ditches his Byakugan and goes back to his Sharingan. And so Neji sees, like, what? And then he's dodging. He's seeing my attacks. And then Naruto actually manages to clip Neji once. Neji comes in, hits Naruto, but misses the chakra point like he does in the original. And Neji realizes, that little son of a bitch, he used the Byakugan, or, well, son of a bitch, that's a crafty bastard. He used his Byakugan to look for where my chakra points were. Doesn't really, and then he switched over to his Sharingan to actually fight in close quarters and use it to anticipate and avoid my moves, since he most likely is trying to commit where they are to my chakra points are to memory. I see. Well, that didn't quite work as planned. And Neji's like, I see. Your aim's even worse than you thought, Naruto. All you did was give me a mild irritation. Yeah, the only mild irritation here is you. Shadow Glow Jutsu! Come rushing in. He very quickly ups his game. Even now, Naruto isn't really able to avoid too well, even with a fully evolved Sharingan. And so he avoids for a little bit, but Neji starts to go a little unpredictable. Just like kind of strikes, but then boom, does a lower strike, kicks all that. Naruto makes the clones again, and Neji rushes in. There's no point in making all these clones if you decide to hide in the back. You're right, I quite agree. And then Naruto disappears. The Naruto clones come in, about to swarm Neji. He goes back to his Byakugan, channels as much chakra as he can into his palm, which isn't a lot. It's not the type of chakra control he has right now. Neji goes instead for his Byakugan, his rotation. And they clash. Naruto gets forced back, but he then just Sergeant Strike suddenly, releases all the water. The clones, the few that remain, also release water. Is that really the best you can do, Naruto? Please, water. You think I didn't remember your fight with Akiba? If you think I'm going to let you freeze me in place, you're dead wrong. And then Neji just kind of jumps up, jumps into the air and tries to attack him. Naruto's like, got you! Gale Palm! To which Neji literally uses the gentle fist to kind of just, it's like, what? Flips. And Naruto barely is able to dodge away and suddenly get smacked right in the gut. Ah! And then you're within my 8 trigrams. 8 trigrams, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 8 trigrams, 64 palms. And so Naruto's like, ah! Damn it. And Naruto tries to freeze the water, but it's just, it's barely moving, barely freezing. I've already hit 64 of your chakra points. You're not going to be able to mold your chakra anymore, so no ice release for you. And even your Sharingan and Byakugan won't be much good here if you can't channel your chakra in them. Sure enough, his eyes kind of fade out. Damn it! And he explains his backstory to Naruto after Naruto pressures him. And Naruto's like, yes, life sucks. They'll treat you bad. So what? And so Naruto just says, you come on, Fox, just give me some chakra, and quickly channels the chakra. Naruto's now just there, chakra flaring. What is this, even chakra? And Naruto disappears and just freezes, just, does a hand sign. Ice style, ice column jutsu! Freezes Neji in place, or tries to at any rate. Neji's able to avoid almost all of it, but his hand gets cut. And Naruto makes another one. This time, Neji can't. Basically, he splays Neji out like this. And it's over, Neji. He suddenly freezes his feet there, and Naruto reappears with an ice kunai basically in his hand, or even just a big, kind of ice sickle or whatever. It's like, it's over, Neji, you lose. And it's like, no, damn it! And the music stops. And Neji Yuga is unable to battle. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah! Damn it, I got careless. It's like, Naruto breaks the ice, gets him out of there. Probably using Byakugan, surprisingly. I mean, I imagine that you can break your own ice construct with ice release. But regardless. And Naruto mentions, the technique I failed at, the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So don't tell me you can't overcome your destiny, because unlike me, you're not a failure. And he goes back up. Now, Neji is not in as bad a shape here as he is in the original, so he's not going to be in the infirmary and have Hiashi go there to apologize. I think Hiashi does apologize. It's just later on. And so we end part 3 with the invasion of Konoha Crush beginning, where the sound starts to invade. The Kazekage, Orochimaru kidnaps the third, goes to the top of that roof, and everyone is now under attack. I think Naruto isn't affected by the Genjutsu because he activates his Sharingan, understanding that he can see through Genjutsu, and so he activates it, and sure enough, and yeah, we will catch up with going after Gaara and what will become of the third. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next one.